Welcome back to the game's gotten good. And I've been so busy. I've been so busy.
이곳에는
I don't see
아무도 보이지가 않네요.
anyone in here. All teams have entered the House of Spires according to plan. All stations remain on alert for any movement.
다들 괜찮으신 건가요?
Is everyone okay?
괜찮지는 않죠.
Not really.
의사
Doc said I'll be
몇 달
facing
동안 일상생활도 어려울
some
거라던데요.
challenges in my daily life for the next few months.
유급병가라는 이례적인 기적을 내 눈으로 직접
And here I was looking forward to this rare chance of witnessing the mythical paid sick leave. I still find it baffling that you've denied yourself that opportunity. Wow. Limbus is definitely a lot better than most of the companies in the Project Moon universe. They give people paid time off. Playing back on my watch. Quick.
솔직한 심정으론
To be entirely honest, I am starting
자네가
to
정말
think
미쳐버린 게 아닌지 의심하는
you may have gone completely mad.
미친 짓을 저지른 건 맞지만
What I'm doing may seem crazed, but I assure you, my sanity is still intact.
오히려 이곳에 오지 못했다면
I would have gone truly insane if I weren't allowed to be part of this mission, though.
맡은 씨는
What did they do to Mr. Marton? His remains have been retrieved.
본사가 그새
Retrieve?
14으로 이전하진 않았을 텐데
Since when did we become part of District 14? Or has Limbus companies suddenly found
장례라도 치러줄 셈인가?
the I don't know of consciousness and give him proper funeral? Maybe they will, should the two of you return safely. Some time ago prior to entering the back door.
이걸로 확정입니다.
The assignments are final. Ensure that your lineups are in order.
영 꺼림칙하군.
I don't
관리자님과 함께하기는
like
너무 적지 않나?
this at all. You can't possibly believe that the current composition of the executive manager's squad is equipped to ensure their safety.
괜찮을 겁니다.
There won't be any issues, not with his newly awakened power.
맞아. 잘난 사람
Yeah, don't worry.
단테가
He's been training that remote sight ability really hard while the bigwigs were busy holding meetings and dealing with the fallout. With that and the teleport power to zap us in and out, we'll be okay.
순간이동.
Teleportation, indeed. The way Faust replied seemed to indicate that it was anything but teleportation. But the tone in her voice declared in no uncertain terms that she could not be bothered to elaborate. Strange this feeling to be imparted such farewells before the operation. Hell will be able to meet once again, safe and sound, once this is over. Listen, Honglu, but you don't say that kind of stuff before going to battle, right? It usually ends up catching the opposite of the intended effect. How about what could possibly go wrong? Yeah, that's more like it. Oh, how was that supposed to be any better? Well, it's time to go on ahead. Hey, Sinclair? Yeah? About everything that happened, you just gonna accept what's done is done. Pause for a moment then. Gave a quiet smile. Okay, oh well. I love the 5-minute cutscenes. The ring cleared the stage. Okay. Well then.
내가 움직여야 하나? 의로움을 세우기 위해서라면.
주군께서 모의를 뿌리셨으니
I need to edit everybody's
의로움을 세우기 위해서라면.
egos. Well, this is gonna be interesting.
뱃대에서 내려
You'll
전장으로.
be fine.
한 가지 첨언하자면 우리를 위로해줄 필요는 없다네 서두과장. 이래 보여도 연구원들 사이에서
If I might
가까운 대화지.
just add one more thing. You needed to comfort us over our conversation, Maestro. I consider this nothing more than harmless, humorous banter among researchers.
위로가 필요한 사람은
It appears to me that if anyone needs comfort, it'd be him.
이때까지 모은 황금
All those golden bergs, we've gotten
잃었어요. 관리자님과도
through so much neglect, gone.
떨어져서
You've lost people too.
각자 어떤
Even worse,
상황인지도 바로 알 수
we're
없고요.
separated from our manager, so we can't immediately know how the others are doing.
이렇게 위험한 상황에 처한 적이
This
이때까지
isn't the
없던 건
first
아니지만
time we've been in such
그래도 매번
in this much danger, but every time it happens, I can't help but get nervous, right? Anxious even. Yeah.
마치 여러분도
Do you guys ever get this nervous
이런
too?
불안함을
Like I do?
뭐
Well,
제가 평소에 확신이 있는 것처럼
I like to talk
말하지만
big and try to project confidence, but honestly, I still get anxious like anyone else.
저희 부서엔 예전에 저처럼
We've still got a
가을 꽃을
lot
모르는
of
사람이
people
한가득이잖아요.
in the LCB who don't know where they're going in life. Don't we? Like how I used to be.
지고 있는 짐이 좀 버거워
You know,
보이는 단테를 도와서
Of how
무사히
Dante
인수해야 한다는
seems to feel a
사명감이
lot of pressure over their
저도
responsibilities.
모르게 좀 생겨버려서.
I guess you could say that I've sort of committed myself to sharing a bit of their load and helping the team navigate through the trials of our journey and, you know, all that stuff.
확신을 가진 척 노력하는
I'm
것뿐이에요.
just trying to put on a brave face. At the end of the day, someone needs to, right? To reassure everyone that it's going to be okay. I see.
아, 이 말도
Oh, just
오티스 씨가
getting
들었으면
a
엄청
real
뭐라고
harsh dressing down as she
상상만
heard me say all that. Just thinking about it, it hurts my ears.
파우스트가 모든 걸 알고
Well,
있다는
there's
사실은
no doubt that
의심하지
Faust
않지만
does indeed know it all.
저 역시도
There were
아들의
times
집을
when I
썩게
found myself
바쁘군요.
grasping at straws,
당장 앞으로 가야 할지
unable to make even the simplest decision,
혹은
whether I
반대로
should
가야
move
할지에
forward, whether I
아주
should
기본적인
stop, or whether
선택까지도.
I should go back the way I came.
그때 다시금
And that
깨달았습니다.
made me realize anew,
파우스트는
Faust is but a
언제든
name
떠나가버릴 수 있는 이름에
that may leave at many times. Well, I suppose it's my turn in this heart-to-heart roundabout. I'm not quite fond of these last-minute
자네의 불안을 해소해서
bearings of
작전
one's
성공률이
soul,
높아진다면
though
못할
we
것도 없지.
walking to our collective deaths, but but this should help raise our chances of succeeding by alleviating your concerns. There's no reason not to participate.
상부에서는
My superiors have repeatedly refused the authorization, the plan that clears me as a combatant for this mission.
이해가 되지 못한
I
반면
understand their logic,
연구에 특화된
saying a
지원을
researcher
사실로 보내니까
specialized
회사 입장에서 볼 때
employee to
불필요한
near
이유
death
공백인
would
말일세.
indeed be an inefficient management of human resources for the company, from the company's
대신
perspective.
휴가를 가라고 하더군. 석 달 정도.
Instead of accepting my request, they suggested that I take some time off, 3 months give or take.
쉬고 오면 다
They said
괜찮아질
everything will have returned to normal by the time
LC가 맡아도 되니.
I sauntered back into the
LC는
office,
제자리에
that the
돌아올 시간이라고
LC
말이지.
job would have normalcy again, while LCA and LCB dealt with the consequences. It
잠깐
was a
복합은
tempting offer,
있었네.
but I must admit,
연구야말로 모든 걸
research
잊고 몰입할 수
was
있던 분야였지.
indeed an endeavor which included myself while the rest of the world slipped by.
쉬고 온 다음
I would take
또다시 수많은 일에
3 months
몰두하고
vacation,
그러고
return
나면
to the lab, and bury myself in
없었던
research
일처럼 살 수도 있을
after
걸세.
research, and eventually I'd have been like nothing had
비워진
happened.
자리에는 아마
No
새로운
employees would be
직원들이
hired to
오게 되겠지.
fill the
금세
vacancies
채워질 거야. 애초에
with
비워진
remark
적이 없었던
oh,
것처럼.
immediacy as though there had been any loss, had never been any loss of personnel in the first place.
그래서 어제 짐을
See, yesterday I
정리하고
was
책상 사이를
arranging the
열었는데
office for my office since I opened one of my desk drawers and
어쨌든
really
정말
we're
휴가를
going to go on
다녀오실
vacation.
생각이었던 거고.
내년 연구 계획
I
보고서
saw our next year's
종이
research
문풍이들 속에 끼어
result.
있다가
Now, as a
회사
well,
계획이라는 게 참 그래.
it's a funny thing the way the corporate planning works.
미래가 어떻게 될지도 모르는 주제에 몇
Not
달 후에
one.
전부 예측해서
No one
제출해야지.
knows what the future holds, but they expect us to plan months ahead in our proposal.
우습게도 앞으로 3개월 후에 모든
When I'd written that
연구
research
계획을
proposal, I planned to
맡은
do
거
it
알리서의 협력으로
be a
짜는
collaborative research between me, Martin, and Elisa.
그럼 나는 이제
And now I have to erase
맡은
Martin's
이름을
name
지워나가야겠지.
one by one from dozens of papers.
그럼
So how did you manage to convince the higher
세
ups?
번째 요청서는
My third
사직서와
request
함께 올려두고
to be
왔다니.
included in the mission was
둘중
accepted
하나는
by
승인해달라 말했지.
a resignation letter and a binary option, if you will. They had to choose one or the other. You could do that?
안 될 건 없지 않겠나.
Who says I can't? The last subject was much about anxiety, but has that helped calm your nerves at least, Sinclair? I'm a bit better, I think.
나아진 거
It's good. Let's all take a deep breath and commence the operation. Enemies incoming.
늦어서 미안. 하시아가
Sorry I'm
자고
late.
있어서 깨우고
I was enjoying a nap, and I had to wake her up
원래
first.
계획보다 완성이 많이
Oh
되지
boy.
못해서
She was heartbroken and far behind schedule. We were in her completion.
눈의 거북나선 때문에 그런 거겠지.
Became
그 무기는 얄궂게도 심장을
That
모서리
feels starts out
우스러뜨려버리잖니.
quite
그게
literally.
재료의 핵심인데.
That was quite literally broken heart, depriving us of the core ingredient.
그러니까 다행이야.
So glad we were able to meet here.
나는
No
나사를
one,
사용하지 않을 테니까.
none of you have replaced yourself with a prosthetic body, and I won't be using the spiral.
저희가
You know we'd be coming? The Maestro asked me to go out and receive our gifts. Do you know of the Maestro's shattered child? She would have been a wonderful big. Yet, to reach the level of creation, unfortunately, you see, collecting ingredients without damaging them seems a bit tough for me. I hope I get to practice and then start like cutting off my arm after all those do, and then
하지만 타인의 몸은 여전히 어려워. 팔을 쓸 때 어디 손가락에 제일 많은 힘을 주는지, 팔목 위주로 사용하는지, 팔힘 전체를 사용하는지,
reading.
질병은 없는지.
I am not reading all this. Feel free to pause and read.
그래서 부탁을 하나 들어주지 않겠니? 우리가 먼저 친해지는 시간을 가져보는 게 어때?
친해진다고요?
Friends.
친해진다는 건 본원도의
It's not hard to
행위가
become friends.
무엇을 좋아하는지, 취미로는 무엇을 하는지, 앞으로의 꿈은 무엇인지
Again, feel free to pause and
이런 걸
read.
공유하면 된다고 소라 그래서 이것부터 시작해보자. 너희는 뭘 좋아하니? 나한테도 궁금한 게
Don't
있다면
hesitate to
말해줄게.
ask. It's just
지난번에
blah.
매주각 몇 개를 타시아에게 먹이는 바람.
저희가
As you think we're going to tell you any of that.
그럼 나부터 할게.
Okay, then for
내 이름은 알비나야. 좋아하는
Thanks.
타시아랑 같이 칼리스토님에게 신체 파일.
thanks. Boss time.
지휘 보조는 제게 맡기세요. 약재와 비가 도착하기 전에 서두르자고요.
Are you joking? Okay. At least one of us is active. Okay, you are literally just the same as I'm pretty sure as LCE Ego or LCB, whatever. Ego Amber Blossom Faust. Near sinking burn. Cool. If at least one ally other than this unit's lives activate the following effect upon taking damage, would reduce HP 0 stars. Shameful same. This effect activates before the X does not reduce HP. Okay. Cool. Alright. Send it.
불가 위야. 나가는
Ow. Ow. Ow.
나쁘지 않아.
40. 먹지.
You. That's fine. Send. Hey, at least every character gets about 5 health bars. Of course, we're probably going to need it. Honestly, next, if there is going to be multiple attempts, I might switch, words. What am I looking for? Ishmael to, Muller. In order to
검이 아까보다 맹렬하게. 휘두르기 전에 최대한 제압하세요.
for fluid sac. When using 10 final power for each stack. That should do it. If I'm gonna have like thinking, I might as well do the thinking support. Get staggered.
저건 분명 보고서예요. 여러분, 대기하세요. 지금 공격해선 안 돼요.
Oh, that's fine. Sure, go ahead. Do that. I need to make sure I don't.
애고 감염 조치
Get.
발사.
Phase 2.
아, 어서 와요. 신선한 재료들을
Orn.
먼저 가져오느라
Welcome. I've been absorbed
우리
with trimming
아이가
my ingredients.
저 대신 접대는 잘해주고 있었는데
That I was delayed. Hope that I had the most wonderful house to all of you in my absence. You
마에스트로님, 친해지는 건
declined my offer of friendship,
계속 노력 중이었어요.
but I've been trying nonetheless.
그렇군요.
Oh, I see.
다시 만나뵙게
It's such a
되어
pleasure to meet you again. The gallery has
이곳은
hardly ever
사람들이
seen
많은
visitors,
얼굴을
so I
비추지
was
않는 곳이라 저만이 이 전시회의 유일한
at once
관람자.
its only audience and my Maestro.
그래서 아쉽게도
So tragic.
이 소박한
This humble
관람에서
gallery has yet
객관적인
to taste
힘을 들어본
a
적이 없어요.
see of unbiased critic.
그러니 여러분들이
Perhaps you could be my first.
아,
I
이
see
작품을 주의 깊게
that this
보고
piece
계시네요.
here is captured your interest.
저에게 강렬한
There were
영감을
all
남겨주신
people who
분들이었어요.
have left me such a striking inspiration.
외로움,
Loneliness, anxiety, weakness.
취약,
Observe these raw facets of suffering
사람이라면 응당 느껴야 마땅한
and inevitable states of existence.
아낌없이
It's
보여주고
most
계시죠.
fittingly
맨
human.
앞에 계시는
Please
이분,
direct our attention to
발상력을
the
올리는
frontmost
마지막
figure.
순간까지도
You would be impressed to hear
놓고
how
계시죠.
those hands go of the partner, even as they place them atop this pedestal.
죽음 직전까지
아.
끊어지지 않는 결집력. 그 순간을 하나라도 놓치기 싫어서
Enough with this poetic
근육에서 오는 떨림도
nonsense.
전부 살리려고 했어요. 알리사
Miss Alyssa.
모든 예술은 그걸 응시하는 사람이 그러니까 천천히 감상하고
눈을 차라리 내 눈을 봐버리고 싶다.
자네
상대는 마에스트로.
Okay,
이 숲의 꾀에서
어차피 피할 수 없는 전투랍니다. 각자
cool.
최선을 다해주세요.
There is no assist. It's gonna be fun. Time. Oh, lovely. Well, all I can do is hope for the best.
막아내지 못하리.
관객의 적극적인 참여 나쁘지 않군. 더는 하늘을 보지 못한다.
비투급 비상 상태 확인. 절차대로 부상자에게 K4M2를 투여하죠.
Cool. I didn't know that was a thing.
가름하게 이 훌륭한 탄력. 보여줘 너의 능력.
Okay.
전방위 공격이 감지되었습니다. 피할 수 있는 범위가 아니에요. 최대한 힘으로 밀어내야 합니다.
Well then. Till next time.